Morning everyone, it is 7:07 on the 4th of February and I have not done any YouTube in a while, but I have some footage, so I was going to backtrack a little bit, show you some stuff from a couple months ago, and then transition to now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So one thing I've really been focusing on is more of the powerlifting side of fitness. I wanted to really build some dense muscle, get my strength up in general, and see how it transitioned into bodybuilding. I still want to focus on men's physique. It's still where I like to be, but I have enjoyed lifting some heavy weights. So I'm going to show you back from, I believe it was August or September when I maxed out on my deadlifts. So I'm going to show you that footage now. What is going on? It's been a little while, so I was having some issues with my computer and some editing, but obviously the last you saw was the summer shredding weekend, and it's been pretty much, what, exactly 1 month since, I think. So I I just put out a new muscle building program, and I am starting it. Kind of started this week, but we're gonna officially start it next week. Savannah is gonna be doing it as well, because she will be competing, so she needs to put on a little bit of muscle now, because we got 11 months for her to get ready for that. So anyway, we're just gonna kind of finish out this week with a nice heavy workout. About to do some deadlifts and see if I can find a new max, and then we're gonna go out to eat, and then we'll see what else happens the rest of the night, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so here we are, about to do some deadlifts with the help of, hang on, it's not focused. Oh, there we go. Roger, client and friend. Tell them a little bit about your old numbers in powerlifting.
Well, I don't want to brag or anything, so I'm not going to say much about it, but we're going to leave it at that.
He doesn't want to make me feel bad about my big lifts. We'll see what I can do today though. Pretty much the key to maxing out is making sure you get the right warm-up set. So luckily we have Roger, who has a little bit more experience than me on what I should be doing to warm up. So right now we have 315. He's going to tell me if I should do 2, 3, or 4 reps, rather. So we'll see. 4. Belt, right?
Yep. Maybe do 25 pounds to 40, you see all the maps. So we'll go from there and see percentage wise. We'll see for percentage wise. We'll watch how easy it moves, the flies, and then go in there.
Cool. Can't tell if I need to take a pre-workout dump or not. How's that rolling? Whoops. I'll edit that out. one.
Yep, same way. You're at 70%. So what we do, we take 600 times by 70, that gives you 420.
Okay.
So we're at
So what do we need to do now?
70. So now we're going to ramp up. That's at 70%. Let's try 80%, 480. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do 80%.
So 480.
480.
Let's do it.
Yeah, down.
So I attempted 600. Attempted it. It did not go. Bar started to go, but called quits, wasn't it? So we got 540. There's the one before that. Roger says he thinks I got at least, what you say, 560, 570? He thinks I can do 570. Or if we had an actual deadlift bar, I probably could have got that. But this is just a regular Olympic bar. So we'll try again in like a month and see if we can get 600. Because it kind of fired me up, not gonna lie. That's kind of fun. So now Savannah wants to feel like one of the cool kids and she wants to deadlift now.
I am a cool kid. I did what I want.
She was doing rack pulls and she pulled 205, which is her personal best in a rack pull. She's never really deadlifted, so she's like, you know what, I want to try it. So we got her at 135 and we're just gonna see how it goes. Start with what? Hip thrust. Yeah, it's kind of like the isolation version of a deadlift, really.
I'm trying to watch you, but he was here and here. You can come down here. They use it all so much. Usually more back.
Yeah.
So start getting the hands. Just don't try to fall. That's what I try to do. These are the ones that power.
So she's starting to feel in her back. So she has had, what was with your back? When they dropped you in cheerleading? She had like a compression fracture on her, was it two vertebrae or just one? There's one vertebrae in her lower back. So she's always had somewhat of issues in her lower back because of that. So hopefully we can work on it with some hip thrusts and get her to powerlifting. So I was telling her, I was like, how cool would it be as a bikini competitor to do powerlifting in her off season? Like just training even. Like all the other girls are like, oh, what'd you do to work on your butt? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, I deadlifted, I powerlifted. That'd be pretty dope. You good? You gonna do mixed? Technical difficulty. So that was my max deadlift. I think I could get more, but who knows. Anyway, so fast forward a few months, we moved to Crestview. The hurricane came through and wiped us out in Panama City. Long story short, came here and then got Ben Pollock as my powerlifting coach. And here is some workouts from that. My bench press has shot up. Form on squat and deadlift have been much different. Transitioned into sumo deadlift. I feel like it's a little bit more conducive for my body type. Yeah, so here's some workouts from that. So this here is more of my upper body day. It's basically based around the bench press. So I always start my workouts with some form of mobility, and then I do a couple warm-up sets. So another thing that I've learned that helps out on bench press is to take a band and do some of these like quick band rows. It doesn't have to be heavy, but you do that before you bench, and it really helps activate the lats. It helps you to pull your shoulder blades in and down, which will kind of create that natural arch under my low back, as you can see. So another question I get a lot is, why do the board presses? So if you notice on bench press, a lot of times you get stuck in kind of like the halfway point. And that's basically from weaker triceps. So you might have pretty strong pecs, but maybe your triceps or maybe even your shoulders really aren't as strong. So really focusing on the board presses helps to strengthen the triceps and helps you to be able to handle a load. So as you can see here, I'm doing 10-second pauses with 365 on the board presses, which really is a decent amount of weight, but it's not all the way down, so it's a little bit easier on the shoulders as well to be able to do a little bit more often. And then here I'm doing an AMRAP. I think it's 285, I think. Forget how many reps I got. But anyway, as you can see with the bench press though, one thing I've really worked on is my foot placement. I get on the balls of my feet and put them directly under my hips, and then I squeeze my glutes and drive leverage from my feet into the press. So really the bench press, when you transition more into powerlifting, it should be a full body workout. So you're not just hitting your pecs, you're really having your lats activated, you're working your shoulders, your triceps. My elbows are a little bit further in. You can see I failed there. My elbows are further in than what they used to be. So I'm really trying to incorporate my whole body to get a better lift out of it. And then after the bench press, I did many sets, and then I just did a couple supplement workouts. So hit triceps again is kind of self-explanatory on a kind of a funky bench. It's an incline, but it's almost a flat bench the way it arches like that. And then I went back to one more pec move. But yes, so as you can see, I'm really changing my form a lot, and it's really helped my weight go up. If you guys want more tips on the bench press, comment and let me know if that's helpful. Maybe I can help you all add a little bit more weight to your bench press. And I really think that bodybuilders can learn a lot from going to powerlifting style, and it really helps build more muscle, and it's a new adaptation, so it's kind of fun to work towards that goal. But that's it for today's commentary. Thanks for watching. Oh, what do we have here? Anyway, hope that was useful. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up there. If you like what you saw, go ahead and share this video with some friends, and hopefully they can get some tips on lifting some heavier weights. But until next time.